Alright, what's up, back? Alright, what's up, everybody? It's Gil Clemens in the building. And I know y'all probably like, damn, bro, like, the dude just wore this t-shirt, like, the whole week so far, probably the whole month. But, nah, I be stacked on my white tees, I be stacked on my white tees. But, no, don't mind this, I was making a TikTok, doing what I do. But, I always come up here talking about, like, some things that I feel that are life changing. I always talk about some things that could, it's, I always talk about some things that, that could, at least how I feel could better your future. But what I want to mainly get at is, something that can, actually be, the beginning of your rocket to the space, the moon, wherever you want to go in life. Or however you want to feel, if you want to feel beyond, you want to feel as if, or if you want to be beyond, if you want to be, of other, higher divine, however you want to see it as. Or however you portray, what the best feeling you could possibly feel is. And, for me, how I started off was I would be, I stopped smoking, doing all of that, trying to, benefit and help my body. I was starting to eat healthy. I was starting to work out, do all of that, blase. But it's enough. Like, I'm going to stop talking about, all of these things that happen. I'm going to stop talking about, I'm not going to stop, but, I'm going to start, trying to feed y'all. I'm gonna start trying to, get you guys to, higher your vibrations, higher yourselves, higher your energy, do what you gotta do to be able to make it through each day, week, month, year. Blase. Keep your head clear, keep everything on top, make sure that you're on the highest level and even further than that. And, one thing I'm gonna start off by saying is, life is gonna hit you. Life is gonna hit you, and it's gonna, make things seem difficult. It's gonna put more on you as you progress, as you get older. So yeah, you could be saying like, oh yeah, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna go try to, major this, minor this, whatever. Life is gonna hit you with things that were not expected, things that were expected, and things that just come out of the blue. And there are things that you can do to manage those things, like the way that people cope in their own societies, people that, cope in their own religions, rituals, whatever. Voodoo, if you do voodoo, that's on you. Do what you gotta do to keep yourself clear, positive, and vibrating all of that good, energy. But one thing or another thing is that when these things hit you, it may seem like, all of these things are hitting you for no reason. It seems like all of these things are hitting you. And the way I look at it and the way, I feel that you should look at it is that these are challenges that you have to break upon, that you have to, get around. Like I was talking about in all them old videos, there's these obstacles that you will have to get around, that you have to go through in order to achieve what you are truly trying to reach for. I posted in an Instagram picture, reach what you are trying to grab. And what I meant by that was that if you see something that you want so bad, if you see something that, you just want to come up on and start reaching for it, the further that you reach, the harder that you reach, the closer that it's going to become to you. And it's just like there's these pictures, or there used to be these pictures of like a guy mining, right? He was searching for diamonds and he was almost there, then he quit, and then the other dude kept on mining. He kept on doing what he had to do. He kept on pursuing so that he can actually achieve what he truly wanted, and that is what he got. See, basic theme of this is that life will require patience. Patience is a virtue. Patience is something that you are able to rely on. Patience is something that you can believe in, put your faith in, and trust. Because before all of this, before however our society, economy, earth was, transformed, evolved, or shifted into. It all required a great deal of patience. It all required, us having to wait, us having to keep on pushing harder and harder in order to achieve what we have now. We just got out of the industrial, era. We are slowly shifting out of the modern into the technological. The moreover digital AI and all of that is coming to us at not really the fastest pace, but it is coming to us at a fast pace, and we will have to keep up with that so that we can maneuver throughout what we are getting handed to us. And one way, I keep on saying one, but not all the different ways that you think of, all the other ways that you can, put into your noggin, put into your intellect, put into your brain, and, keep tucked in the back of your head, and that everything is process, everything is progress, everything takes time. Don't believe me? Think about, how the world was created. Think about how the universe was created. And you tell me, did it happen in a snap? Did it happen just like that? No, it didn't. It took time. Universe evolving took time. Everything takes time. I'm trying to get this out to you. But no, that is not, it is one of the main focal points, but not for, not, let me change that. Time is important. Time is what really is going to decide, whether you can take something or not, whether you can actually achieve something. Because if you cannot put in the time, if you cannot be patient, if you cannot do what you have to do to keep on trying to get what you want to get, then you will not achieve it. Simple, just like that. And when it comes to, like, you feel, you're doing all the right things to actually achieve this, and then something hits you and you're like, wow, Yankee with no breath. Nah, let me quit playing. But no, when something hits you and you feel like, you're slowly going down, think of it as like mountains, right? Or think of it as a climax. When you are, when you're in English class, reading class, whatever you want to call it, language arts, whatever. When they talk about stories, when there's like you're going up that little mountain, then you hit the climax, you start going down. Think about it as a mountain. When you're going up, yeah, there will be things trying to tag you down. Say it's like a landslide. Say it's a, what is it called? I'm sorry, but I forgot the word. Avalanche. Say it's a mudslide, whatever. It's gonna try to take you down, but as long as you keep on trying to get back up to that spot, you will achieve that. You will achieve highness. You will achieve enlightenment. You will achieve joy. You will achieve, all of those cars, that big house, everything that you are wanting to grant yourself upon, or everything that is waiting to grant yourself upon arrival. But what I wanted to get out to y'all is that, it might have been a long intro. It might have been, something that may seem, just like helpful, but just out of nowhere, just take it into great mind. Keep that in mind. Always keep it in mind. But what I wanted to get at today, the main focal point was this challenge that I want y'all to get on. This challenge will be starting June 1st, and I will be embarking on this challenge myself. It is simply eating healthy, doing healthy things such as, or actually, let me restart that. Eating healthy, benefiting your body, benefiting your hobbies, benefiting, basically anything in your life that you feel you want to, turn positive. So say, let's start out with eating. When it comes to eating, there are things that, can, lower you, make you feel like boo-boo. And if it does, here's a good little thing for you. Get all the food that can, come up to your needs or meet your needs when it comes to nutrition and all of that. Junk food, squash. Fast food, possible squash. You know, anything that is deemed to be fat. Not like steak fat or anything like that, but I'm just talking about fat. And I know I talk about meat in a bad way, or, you know, dairy in a bad way because of, you know, whatever's going on with them. That's besides the point. If you are feeling, or if you're craving something, go eat that. If you are craving something and there's something near that, you know, resembles that, go eat it. Because we are human. At the end of the day, we have to eat. And along with that comes exercising, you know, benefiting your body in another way. When it comes to benefiting your body or exercising in a way, take it as this, you know, go out on walks, go out and, you know, enjoy the nature, go and do what you love to do. Do not be sitting in the house 24/7 unless, you know, that is something that, you know, you're trying to get to the top of that mountain, trying to reach that climax. Pause. But, you know, that probably was an unnecessary pause, but, you know, I'm just saying, when it comes to, you know, if you're working from home, for instance, go ahead and do that. Just make sure to take some time out. You know, go out for a walk, go out for a run, go out for a jog. Do what you gotta do. And trust me, when you go out and do these things, you will feel more free. You will feel more flexible. You will feel more of this energy, the energy that is, you know, clearing your system, going throughout your system, letting out all the bad energy or most of the bad energy, and making sure that you are at your 10. Stay on your 10. You know, that's something that I always go around saying. When somebody says, make sure to do this, or don't forget to do this, I'd be like, yo, I be on my 10. Like, I don't lack. I do not, you know what I'm trying to say, basically. I'm always on my 10. Like I'm saying. But exercising can come in many ways, you know, just making sure that your body feels free, getting all the bad toxins out, getting all the laziness out, making sure that you're not too attached to anything, and, you know, being able to actually enjoy life, being able to actually enjoy this experience that was given to us by our Father, by the Father. And what I mean by more flexible and more free is that you will be outside. You will be like, whoa, there's way more out here that can be, you know, that can be, what is it? That can be found, you know, and way more things that you can do outside. And instead of being stuck in the house, being so stuck in the house, like you feel like you're a home cat or a home dog, whatever, you know, that term is for that, you will feel just good in general. Back in the old videos, when you get that whiff of fresh air, when you feel that, you know, the vibration just in you, just moving up, trust me, it will feel good. And when you start getting used to it, you will start getting used to the feelings of high vibrations, the feelings of you are healthy, the feelings of you are being healed by what Mother and the Father are giving us. And another thing, for negative energy, you know, that, you know, accumulates in your mind, for the negative energy that accumulates in your body is what I meant by, you know, going outside and releasing all of that. But for the mind, what I suggest for that, or not what I suggest, but what I feel, what I know helps actually, is that when you are able to, you know, put your mind to things and you witness that you're letting out energy while doing these things. And I know I always point to writing, because writing is honestly the easiest and most productive thing that you can do for letting out negative energy and converting it into positive energy. When you write, you are simply letting out how you feel. You're putting your imagination to use. You are putting all of those mind skill sets to work. Say if you want to become a poem, say if you want to become a journalist, say if you want to become, you know, a news anchor or whatever, illustrator, movie director, you know, all of that. Say if you want to become an athlete, You know, you start putting your mind to work. You start, you know, letting all of that negative energy that accumulates. I don't know why I did that. But when you start putting all of that negative energy into something that you so do want to, you know, come upon, or, you know, basically instructing yourself by using that negative energy to your power. See, see it this way. It's like when you're writing a book, you know, for school, and it's, I forgot what the word was for it. I think it was a narrative or something. I know that it's not a real, you know, life event or something like that. Just, you know, just keep that in mind. But what I mean by that is when you were younger, elementary, you know, kindergarten, preschool, whatever, and they told you to start writing a story, writing something that you can come up with your imagination. Start writing it down. And then when you are writing, your brain gets shifted into this notion where it's like, okay, I'm doing good. And you just start coming up with more things. And I know that, you know, or I don't know actually, but back in the day is when I knew, or what I saw when people would be journaling or whatever. You guys seen like a guy got seen journaling, it was a bad thing. Like, it was like, whoa, you're feminine, bro. Like, nah, bro, it's not like that. When you journal, you're just letting out you're putting your imagination to use, you're putting your knowledge to use, you're putting your intellect to use, you're putting your brain to use. You are keeping your brain active, you are keeping it, you know, steady, you are maintaining it, the energy, and if so, you are letting out some energy that you do not need, some energy that may be holding you back. And that concludes for that part. You know, if you want to go, you know, pump some iron, you know, do what you got to do, push some weights, do that. If that's something that you feel is easier, do that. If something feels easier, do that. But do not be stuck in this same position, you know, just copy and paste. Switch it up. You do not have to stick to just one routine. You can always switch it up. You can always try something new. And if it doesn't work out, then hey, you may have found something that actually works for you. You may have found something that, you know, has temporarily helped you, and you can take note of that and then use it to the best of your ability. Remember, we are all creators. We are all creators, meaning that you can come up with anything. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Nothing is impossible. Nothing. And that concludes that. But another thing, and this is optional, but I really consider it, is meditating, taking time out to yourself in a blank space where it's quiet, you know, you have no distractions and nothing is bothering you. When you're taking the time out, you know, when you know that nobody's gonna need you, when you know that, you know, you are perfectly free to do whatever you want. Take some time out, some mind time. And when you take this mind time out, you are able to, like I was talking about, you know, take these things, you know, that's in your head, that's stuck on your head, and you are able to find out, you know, all of these things. And this is where journaling comes in. When you take that mind time out, you are able to, you know, think about these things, you know, put your imagination to use, all of that good stuff. And when you are thinking about these things, some things might come up that might, you know, represent some feelings that you have, or bring up some things that, you know, you may have done that you know, have weird feelings about, or, you know, it's just some things that, you know, maybe trying to get at you, maybe trying to hint you, and maybe trying to, you know, help you do better. And I have another part for y'all too. But like I was saying, journal those things down. Make sure to, you know, keep in mind that, and make sure to, you know, try to remember the most that you can, write it down, and then connect it to. You can even go ahead and ask yourself questions, and trust me, when you meditate enough and when you are, you know, deep inside your subconscious, when you are able to be deep inside yourself. You don't really have to be deep. You could be like 5 feet. I wouldn't say 5 feet. I wouldn't say 5 feet because that's another topic. But you could be like 10 feet, 20 feet in the water. Figure of speech. And when you take that time out to, relax your mind, let things flow, let those thoughts pass, and you are able to, see them, pinpoint them, and then journal them. When you ask yourself questions prior, and then you have those thoughts, write them down. And then if you have questions before, ask those questions, write them down, and then go back into your mind time, write those down, write the results down, and trust me. Some of them you will be happy, some of them, you will need to put more work in, and they will not just come like that. Like I said, it takes time. And for the last bit of this challenge, and I know this is a long video, let me hurry up and wrap this up, but the last for this challenge is to stop anything that is damaging your body. And what I mean by that is, smoking. It could be addictive, it can be a habit, whatever. But let's see it like this. I'm the type of person that's, I'm for things that are for me, and if it's not for me, then I don't pay any mind to it. It's not on me. It's not on me. But smoking is it's difficult to understand, at least for me. And for me, I know that it stops me from being able to achieve higher mindset, like higher intellect, and be able to achieve full openness, full holiness, and all of that. But I'm not gonna go into that because, like I told y'all, this is not the type of video right now. Excuse me. This is not the type of video right now for this. I can talk about that in another video. But basically, what I was saying was, if you embark on this challenge, if you want to put yourself into this challenge, you will have to stop smoking by June 1st. Trust me. Just trust me on this. Anything that you have, give it to somebody. You don't have to, if you don't like it, just, get it back from them. Get it back for them. But I at least want you guys to try this challenge, and this challenge is throughout the whole month of June. And if it works, which I know it will, at least for the people that, put their all into it, I know it will. Trust me. It's gonna be smooth sailing. It's gonna be smooth sailing, baby. But hey, let me chill out with that. Let me get back. Alright. And this right here is the challenge. I hope y'all, use this challenge to the best of your ability. I hope that you all make progress in this ability or this challenge, and I hope that it helps you guys out. It helps you open your mind. It helps you stay focused, be able to have that smooth mentality, be able to see things for what they are, and be able to live. Basically, that is the goal. There's more to the goal, but those can be main focal points. If you want to feel more energetic, if you want to feel like you are feeling, if you want to feel, if that makes sense, if you are feeling, like you want to feel how you are feeling, feel your body, be able to relax, be able to, get rid of that dirty, mood and all of that. But hey, that's all that I got for y'all today. I will be, making another video probably on energy, smoking, or basically anything that comes to mind, because these videos they're not scripted. I'm gonna tell you that. They just come up in my mind, and what I feel, that I should be giving out to y'all, by, giving y'all the best, that is what I'm trying to do. I do not want none of this to flop on y'all. I don't want nobody, freaking out and being like, whoa! But trust me, when things are bad, there will be an uprise. Keep on putting that energy towards what you want. Keep on putting the time towards what you want. And keep on doing what you have to do, doing what you know to do. Keep on being yourself, baby. Be that truer self. Be the person that you were truly meant to be. Be that person that sticks out amongst others. Be that rock that splits the stream. I know that y'all all have it in you. I know that, I know that shit, like, I know that stuff may get tough, but hey, just hang in there. Trust me. Make sure to try this challenge, y'all. Make sure, if you feel as if a friend or anybody should, like, watch this or anything, help them get into a better state. Help them anything. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate your love. I appreciate your time. And I appreciate all that you have offered. Thank you so much for all of these people continuously coming back to these videos, continuously watching me taking, from my insight, taking from my intellect, and using it to the best of their ability to become the best person they can be, the true person they are. At the end of the day, I hope that, everybody lives happy no matter what routine, what addictions, whatever they have going on. However you cope with life, that's on you, but this is the way that I do it best. So if it does not work for you, if you feel as if it's too much, if you feel if it's, just not worth your time, so be it. But all my creators out there that are listening, all my creators that are watching, and anybody, who is new to the channel, what's up? How you doing? But no, I just want to say thank you so much. And I love you guys deeply. Thank you for the continuous, and thank you for everything that you guys have done. It's been Keo Clements. I hope that y'all stay up, stay smooth, keep that positivity tight. As always, you dig? Keo Clements out, and I love y'all. Stay up.